this episode of the ShopShed Build, I'm going to install the siding, or the outer layer as nobody calls it. So I clean off all the dirt and debris around the perimeter so I don't get things stuck behind the siding panels. Here I'm trying to figure out the best way to install the 4-foot by 8-foot panels so the joints look good, but also keep the weather out. I bought this siding from the big box store and picked it up with my new-to-me truck. I didn't have the truck when I had everything else delivered at the start, or I could have saved $80 on delivery fees. But then again, I'd have to go and load and unload everything myself, so maybe worth it to have it delivered. I put a bunch of construction adhesive on to help keep the panels on with more than just the nails. Now I make sure it's level and nail away. I'm using 1 3/4 inch galvanized coil nails in the roofing nailer. This gives me about an inch penetration into the studs after going through the siding and the sheathing. This siding has an overlap at the edge to lock it together and provide better waterproofing. Plus I'm putting in the adhesive at the joints to secure it in place even better. More better? Nah, even better. I trimmed the window in pretty tightly, so I have to fine-tune it with a knife. I had looked at everything from hardy board to shiplap to LP smart siding and landed on this type, because it costs less overall, for one. And for two, it covers a big swath of side very quickly. And for three, or third, you don't need any special tools like the hardy jacks. And you can install these pretty easily yourself. I trimmed off the excess house wrap from around the door. And again, the cement slab is made to drain water away, not to have a shop shed built on it. So the lengths of the panels need to be trimmed to match that. Phone call from my daughter asking me about when she can get the new iPhone 12 or something like that. This side is perfect for 3 panels, so it should go pretty quickly. Except for that electrical conduit there. I'm using construction pencils here as spacers to get the panels off the ground. You don't want the panels touching the ground, they can start to rot. Here I'm measuring that conduit and then cutting the panel out for that. I think I'll end up boxing it in eventually. There's another piece of small conduit for the grounding rod to cut out here. Wow, you can see those lights inside strobing. Probably because they're on 60 Hz and I'm shooting 30 frames per second. Those divide together so you get that strobing. I'll have to change that later in the camera. But I probably won't. Alright, enough for the first day. I'm pretty happy with how this is going. The hardest part was the front there with the window and the doors, so it should go quicker tomorrow. Now the alley or tunnel side. I have a hole cut in here for the AC unit, but it's getting cooler now, so I decided just to panel over it. That way I don't need to devise an insulating cap or cover or something until next year at this time. I think I was listening to Francis Cabrel, D'un ombre à l'autre, a concert he did back in the 90s. Incredible music and poetry with the French language. This guy's a wordsmith. You should check it out. You can see the construction pencils there providing the spacing off of the ground. So that side went pretty easily. Now let's do the garage side. Okay, now to figure out those gable ends. Well, the ladder isn't going to be very useful to install these, so it's time for my favorite construction tool, the scaffolding. Watch how easy it is to put it together by yourself. I didn't get it perfectly square here because I was kind of struggling to keep it up while nailing. So I trimmed off just a little bit. This is going to be hidden under the trim here anyways. I actually came up with a neat trick for the other side where the scaffolding doesn't fit. But that will have to wait for tomorrow. It's tomorrow! The long ladder didn't work, it's too long. I really needed an 8-foot ladder for this project, but all I had was a 6-foot ladder and this 20-foot ladder. I'll make it work. I nailed in long nails along the top of the installed siding, and then rested the triangles on those while nailing in below. It worked like a charm. There you go. The nails worked great. Well, next up is painting. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.